we have to address the elephant in the room. We have to address the elephant in the room. That is the one and only, the Dallas Cowboys. When we look at the Dallas Cowboys, we talked about them a lot on Friday. I think for a whole hour, we talked nothing but the Dallas Cowboys. Well, they had a preseason game the other day. They ended up losing to the LA Rams like 13-12, I believe it was. But the elephant in the room was Jerry Jones post-game. Post-game. Basically said, I got in trouble. CeeDee, we do miss you. CeeDee, we do need you. CeeDee, come back to us, right? Jerry Jones was a backpedaling fool. It was like he was playing defense and, oh, shit, they're burning me deep, and I better run as fast as I can. Jerry Jones ate all those words that he spoke out, what was it, Thursday, tried to gobble those all back up and put them back in, and people were not having none of it. None of it. He said, CeeDee Lamb, you are missed. We need you. Don't leave us. Don't leave us. But then I got to thinking about some other notable holdouts from training camp for the Dallas Cowboys. Most recently, Zeke Elliott, right? He held out. Missed 3 games to the first part of that season. Came back, became the highest paid running back in the NFL. Kind of had a shit-ass season. Emmitt Smith. They won the Super Bowl back in 1995. He come back, said, I want some da-da-da bills, yo. They're like, no, we're not going to pay you. He set out 2 games. The Dallas Cowboys sucked those 2 games. He came back, and they won a back-to-back Super Bowl championship to 1996. Become the highest paid running back in the NFL. So, guys, when we talk about CeeDee Lamb, how much are the Dallas Cowboys going to miss CeeDee Lamb if he were to miss 1 game, 2 games, potentially 3 games, 4 games? How much do the Dallas Cowboys need CeeDee Lamb? Now, I understand CeeDee Lamb has been in this offense for a long time. Dak Prescott has been in this offense for a long time. They probably have a nice little connection. Let's just be honest, right? But when you look at the Dallas Cowboys, they got a lot of new pieces in there, right? Michael Gallup, no longer there. He's actually retired. He went to the Raiders and said, I don't want to play football here no more. See you later, right? Zeke is back now, right? They got a lot of new parts on the offensive line. There is a lot of moving parts a part of the Dallas Cowboys team. And when we look at the schedule, week number 1, they do open up on the road at Cleveland. Arguably a top 10, top 5 defense in the NFL. They're back at home taking on the Saints, a much improved Saints team. Spoiler alert, plug your ears if you don't want to know this. The Saints are going to be a good football team. I have them as a top team in the NFC, battling for the Cowboys, battling for the Lions, battling for the 49ers. I think the Saints are it. Then they're at home again, taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Guys, if CeeDee is not in this lineup, the Dallas Cowboys could very easily start the season off 0-3. They could very easily behind the 8 ball real freaking quick. And then they got a Thursday night game, primetime video versus the New York Football Giants at MetLife Stadium. Then you're at Pittsburgh, and then you play the Detroit Lions going into a bye week into number 7. If CeeDee Lamb is not on the field, guys, the Dallas Cowboys could very easily start off the season 1-5 going into the bye week. Hell, even with CeeDee Lamb, they could very easily start the season off 1-5. The Dallas Cowboys better figure out the CeeDee Lamb situation right now. The writing's on the wall. The writing is on the wall. All the top 10 receivers in the NFL are making $29.5 million plus. $29.5 million plus. All top 10, right? Tyreek Hill, JJ, Jamar Chase. I think Cooper Kupp is the lowest paying one. Him and Devontae Adams, they're both sitting like 28, 27 million a season. We know where the price point's at. We know where the check's book at, and just marry him. Just marry him, Jerry Jones. Stop being a hypocrite.